Hi guys, I'm Bonnie, and I just beat Ganon and rescued Princess Zelda on Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Yes, that's what I say. And I'm Rafu, just like you. We're live. We film this live and then record it so you can watch it if you don't get to watch it right now while we're doing this live on camera. I'm excited about the show tonight. Can you tell, right? I'm excited. I've been excited all day. I woke up this morning, and then one of the best things that happens all week is I get to go to the comic book store and get new, freshly released comic books. So we're going to talk about some comic books on the show today.
All right.
Some of the comic books we just picked up from the comic book store, some of the new information about comics, exciting new
comic books.
Yes.
And I don't know, you probably already know this. Celebrities have some pretty shocking lives. So also on today's show, we're going to try to stump each other with some celebrity facts and celebrity trivia.
Not going to stump each other with trees.
Yeah, not stomp each other with trees. Trivia, not trees.
Keep it even personal in a tech battle where we are going to challenge each other with find out why.
No spoilers.
Later in the show, that'll happen.
Yes, it will happen later in the show.
Yes, lots of great stuff on the show today. Excited. You excited?
I'm super stoked. Super stoked! That's what the S stands for. Super stoked!
It's not an S.
Yes, it is.
Tonight, first, let's take the bandages off the internet and get a fresh
oh
look
my gosh, do not
gooey head wound on some viral videos that found on YouTube today.
Okay.
Most of these were posted today. This first video is of a puppy and a cat. Is what is going to happen in the first video is, I have a puppy. You have a.
I have a puppy, and his name's Koopa, like from Mario.
Well, yeah, we don't hear anything about it. Like, yeah. That's not the cute part. This is actually how my dog fights, or what interacts with other dogs.
He's just like the other dog's faces.
I use the word puppy liberally. He's like a 40-pound, 50-pound stiff.
Yeah, he really is.
But he just runs up and.
He has the biggest smile on his face. Like, what? What am I doing? They're like suffocating.
So yeah, puppy videos are. That was a puppy video, and more puppy videos on the internet, right? Posting puppies on the internet, doing funny, or not, or
All right, so the second video.
I was wanting to talk about that. No, dude, the puppies versus cats internet challenge. This should be
love
started here, and we should see more puppies on the internet, right?
Yes. More puppies.
Yeah.
That means you.
So what is this next video that you wanted to talk about? Sorry, just.
No, I feel you. You gotta put that out there.
What is that? Hashtag yes all puppies?
Hashtag yes to puppies. Hashtag puppies versus cats. Puppies over cats. Alright, second video is of a 51-year-old grandma longboarding. Oh my gosh. She's so much better than me. I can't do that.
Well, I mean, it is a longboard. But how old is your grandma?
My grandma is 73.
Doesn't look like she's going fast. 73.
Yeah.
That sounds older. Like 53. think my grandma's 61. No, I think I can see her longboarding at least. Well,
I can see my
she would be
grandma
hilarious.
trying. I don't know if she'd actually succeed, but I can see her
71
trying.
sounds old. Like 50 sounds middle-aged, right? Like
It does. It doesn't.
doesn't sound like
Isn't
it's
that
old
weird? It
as
doesn't sound
to
too
be
old
on a
anymore. What does
longboard.
that mean?
Well, I mean, I do a lot more extreme things than longboarding.
What are some of the extreme things you do?
More extreme than longboarding? I don't know. Walking down the street?
Walking is not hard because you can't fall like on a roller wheel thing. It's not the same.
Okay. I'm not going to glorify longboarding in
You
the
can't say
slightest.
that walking is more dangerous unless it depends on what neighborhood you're walking in. You know, maybe.
Exactly. Because longboard can get away faster.
I hate that you have a point.
That one was uploaded by Gina Mama Mikma.
Gina Mama.
There's no comments on these videos yet because they're just right off of the internet posted. And like, I don't know. This is what's happening on the internet today, I guess.
That's pretty cool. Her outfit's pretty. She's got like, you know, during the day. Check me out. I do not run me over. And I don't know. It looks like she could be a crossing guard or something.
So yeah, I mean, it is a safety vest in the daytime. I did not notice that. I don't know what kind of safety, because this is for reflective.
She's wearing like boxer shorts over like some spandex thing. It's very interesting. Interesting.
And a helmet. We were talking about helmets yesterday, weren't we?
Yes,
She might
safety.
have been the phone.
She's like, she went up me. She put on the neon vest. She's like, oh, she didn't talk about that. She got me. I did it. Yes, it does help to see things and for people to see you.
Being safe, but I think the reflective, because I mean that's for at night so people can see you.
Well, actually,
I don't think it's like, well, there's something brighter than everything else during the day. I don't think it works like that.
Yeah. Don't think it does.
We got another video we're gonna watch. This one is a free running video. It's not, you know, your average parkour video. It's not even one with face plants. It's not even like, it's not. But Nick Molana posted this one, and it's a little different. It's got a.
How old is this kid?
That's what's different. It's a kid free run, right?
What?
I like to see more. I mean, it starts out slow, just to understand it, but then this kid gets into it and gets faster, like most, like other. Are you impressed? Can you do this?
No.
Aw.
Wait, I could do that. I can do that.
Yeah.
I can do that.
I can jump off stuff too.
I can try.
The 3 in a row was impressive. I was like, wait, you didn't get. Oh, it didn't fall over after that one. All right.
I just imagine myself hurting my shin.
Well, that's how you don't free run. You don't imagine yourself hurting yourself.
Oh, there we go. Now I can do it. And you can too.
I never could pull off the actual flips though. I always land on my head.
I'm working on that.
Good. Or
Challenge.
the kids make it look easy. Some of the stuff might have been easy.
How old was he? Seriously, he looked like he was like 7 years old.
Could have been younger.
Could have been younger.
Ooh, this is a small. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, right, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
This is a live show, and it's great, right? No. We're gonna watch another video.
Oh my gosh.
This video is continuing with what we've been playing beach themed videos all week because it's
the summer.
it's the summer.
I'm in.
Point. This one was posted by Michael DePisco. Its title is Pranks Episode 1 Beach Prank. This is obviously going to be a video of somebody's prank at the beach. Oh, that kid almost disappeared. Oh, cool. Yes, we were talking about the fall in the hole prank.
Don't do that to me.
They put a beach towel over. That kid was like gonna sunbathe, right?
Yeah, that's that's on the beach.
Doing it right. Like I said, man. It's one of those beach pranks, right? I want to see more beach pranks. I know there's not much time left to do beach pranks. In the comments section, Michael DePasco says, ask him to do more beach pranks. He's going to do it. Just post a beach prank you want to do. We should come up with some beach pranks. It looks like a smaller kid, or he was just pulling a prank on a random person. to pull off some more other beach pranks and try to get some of those on the show, before the summer's over. We got a whole other month. Not a whole other month.
Maybe I'll prank you.
So we're gonna go to the beach and prank me.
No, I might be scared.
I'll go to the beach and is like the snow cone thing a prank?
What's the snow cone thing?
I'll buy you one and and then we can figure out some pranks to pull on each other.
No, I think you already have one in mind. And I don't know what it is. Somebody please inform me. But now I really want a snow cone because it sounds really good. And I love the red, white, and blue ones. Those are my favorite to get from the ice cream truck man.
That was the internet this week. Today. That was the internet where I found, today. What happened on the internet today? It was pretty clean today.
I thought it was pretty cool. I like the pranks. I like pranks. So I'll be fine with snow cone, whatever it is. Because I'll have a snow cone either way. So I'll be happy. Unless you're going to knock it out of my hand and put it on the floor.
Buy you ice cream.
Then I'll just go get another snow cone.
I see some other video pranks on beach ones. One thing, something with a cell phone. I don't know about it, but like a lot of people posting videos of people pretending to have sex on the beach.
Oh my god.
I guess.
What? Wait, are they spying on these people, or are the people acting like it?
The people are acting like it.
Okay, they're all weird. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. It'd be really weird if people were pretending. These people, look at these guys pretending, they're not actually doing it.
I don't know. I guess it's a prank. There was another one that escapes my mind at this moment right now that I saw when I was, looking at the internet for giving it a checkup or whatever you want to call it.
Giving it a checkup. I think it's called trolling. Some people call it that. I guess that's only.
I do call what most of the stuff I do on the internet is called trolling. Yes.
Let's try to be nice about it.
That would be my internet presence. I love to instigate.
Okay, so that is concluding the viral thing.
Yeah, we get into our first segment now.
Yeah,
our first segment where we, we got some
celebrity trivia
facts that these things come off the internet, so there's no way that you could possibly be. I mean, there is a way you could research these things. So, if you know these people, these celebrities, did that really happen? Celebrity edition. So if you ask these celebrities, you might be able to find out if something's true, but it comes from the internet, so to believe it or not believe it.
It's up to you.
Find out whether or not you believe something or whether or not I believe something. We'll ask each other. Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna ask you one, all right?
Okay.
So this first one is the actress Gina Davis.
Okay.
You familiar with her?
Yeah.
Okay. She's an actual archer, and she made semifinal qualification rounds for the 2000 Olympics. So she's Olympic quality, almost good, like qualified for the Olympics.
I would say true.
True?
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Oh!
Yeah.
Point! Yay!
How about, do you believe this one about Christopher Walken? Do you believe that Christopher Walken, when he was 15, he traveled with the circus and he was a lion tamer? Like with the whips and a chair and a whoosh, and putting his head in the lion's mouth? That convinces you, right?
No, I don't think he was.
I believe it, and it's true.
What? No way! Are you serious?
Yeah, man, that totally seems legit.
You believe it. You don't know if it's true or not? It is true.
Well, I mean, the internet said it was true.
Oh my gosh.
You didn't think it was true, but...
Okay, I know he's crazy.
All
right, you know, I should broaden my horizons. Okay. What is the next one?
You want to ask me more, or?
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna ask you this one. All right. Dolph Lundgren has
big guy.
Yes, has a master's degree in chemical engineering.
Sure. Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Do you believe it? You know who the guy is? Like, he's Expendables 3 guy, right? He's one of those, like...
I believe it. You know, I've learned in my life that you should never... unbelievable things are believable, so I believe it.
That is one of the people that are probably, I think, that are bigger than taller. It's like it's huge.
I got another one. Kesha has an IQ of 140 and scored 1,500 on her SAT.
It sounds like you're telling me, but I'm gonna go against your verbal cues and say that that's not true.
It actually is. She has an IQ of 140. Kesha, the one with the $sign in her name, has an IQ.
Is that legal on a birth certificate?
You know what? I think you can put numbers, and my kid's gonna have an exclamation point in his name. Everybody's gonna, or she. Whenever I have one, I don't know.
Chinese characters. And it's gonna be calligraphy.
All right.
That's about what I scored on the SATs. Zoe, have you ever taken?
I took the SATs.
But you didn't get white male scores.
I got a good score. Okay, it was like 1,100.
Oh, that's what you get for being a girl.
Oh! Well, really?
Do you know this? Do you know whether or not Steve Buscemi of the the Happy Gilmore crew?
I'm totally not listening to a word you're saying and trying to restrain myself from punching you.
Buscemi. It's not me. It's standardized testing. They're the ones that you can be.
You don't know. I'm more upset at the sexist comment you just made. Like, oh.
No. It's facts based on how standardized testings work.
Oh, that's if you believe in those facts, and you show you believe in the facts. of that fact that girls can't score as high as males. Females can't score as high.
Of course they can. They could, if they tried. Did you try really hard?
I did. I took it a few times.
Do you have flashcards?
Yes. And a book. A couple books, actually. Yes.
I had a computer I put over my head when I was asleep, and it had flashcards on it, and it just said the flashcards in the.
I did have some super Big Brothers contraption.
Like the Steve Buscemi, right? You know the guy. Was he before all the acting, or maybe the early acting? Was he a New York City firefighter? Is that a fact that happened in his life? Did that really happen?
Yeah, I would say yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
You believe it?
I believe it.
It sounds unbelievable, but it's actually true. He's a little guy. I didn't know that there were, actually thinking about it, I think of a fire, and I think of little tiny places that people got to crawl into, I guess. No?
Yeah, you're swift.
Always be prepared, right?
Yeah.
Have a little guy on your team.
Lion King. Be prepared!
Oh! Oh, so in that version, the lion with the scar on his face was the king?
Scar.
Right.
That's good. Scar. That's his name.
Stump me with one. Come on.
All right.
You got one?
Yes. Ooh. During World War II, Audrey Hepburn was a co-prior for resistance fighters in Holland.
Audrey Hepburn, World War II. An actress.
One of my favorites.
I'm not familiar with it.
Favorite actress.
I'm gonna say false. Is it false or true?
It's true. Audrey Hepburn was pretty much badass.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You got me.
Yeah,
you got me.
I did.
How about this one? We know some celebrities. They do some crazy stuff. That's what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And trying to stump each other with,
Mm-hmm.
and some of the stuff that they do lands them in problems with the law, and they get in trouble for it. And what? I got one. So how about Tim Allen? They got Home Improvement and everything. Did that show with Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yes.
He's pretty wholesome and everything. See, he's like, I don't know, as Bob said. No, I'm not gonna ask that one. Tim Allen, was he part of his life actually specifically in 1970s, late 70s, 1970? Was he arrested for possession of a pound or more of cocaine? Do you think that Tim Allen?
I believe that. I believe it.
Really?
I would.
Is that what guy? Oh yeah, that guy.
No, I believe
That's a lot of cocaine, and you believe it? All right.
Yeah.
That's a fact. 1978, and he was in prison for 2 years.
Oh, say it now. I understand.
It's crazy. Y'all could look this up on the internet and look at his mugshot. Is that where you know? Have you seen the mugshot from somewhere?
I just saw it from behind the scenes, actually.
I was looking at his mugshot. His mugshot says he's arrested in Kalamazoo. I think it's Milwaukee or something.
Oh, that city sounds so awesome. Kalamazoo. It sounds like a kazoo. What do they think?
All the elements of something false and made up. Yet it is true, right?
What?
the Tim Allen fact.
Right.
Right? Yeah.
But I believe
it's
it.
Crazy, huh?
That is pretty crazy.
How about this?
All right. Ooh. Sylvester Stallone's first movie was a porn called Party at Kitty and Studs. Sylvester Stallone's first movie was a porn called Party at Kitty and Studs. Do you believe that?
It's the best. His first movie, like.
I mean, he's got
Ever?
the body for it. He's got the body for it. Sounds like he really does.
I want to know. I'm gonna go with the truth. I'll believe it.
Ladies, it's true.
Wait. I'll address that you think that there's ladies that watch this show in this second. Where did you find such an outrageous fact?
The interweb.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
Of course. Of course.
All right.
Of course. So, who's keeping score? I won! No, I didn't. I think I. Wait, was I asked more questions than you?
You know what? It's not about points.
It was.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, so, alright,
In
we'll
which
have to
case,
tally it
I
up.
win because I have suspenders. You know what they say? The person wearing suspenders has the power. So, I've got the power. I've got the power! You know.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
80s!
We'll see who had most points.
Maybe.
I'll watch it. I think you did. I think you did because I think I got 2 wrong and I think you got 1 wrong. But if I ask more questions.
You know what? It's not about the point. It's not a competition.
Choose somebody to tally that up and we'll come back with the answer.
Moving on to our next.
That was great, right?
Yeah. So
Alright. But now we're going to talk about something even more great. Even more great. So then I got issues. And
yes, you do.
a lot of are comic books. And this month I've been going to the comic book store and getting some more. I took a break from getting comic books for about 2 years, and I missed it, and I'm happy to have my whole room smell like fresh and clean. Because that's how many comic books I read.
I like the smell of comic books and books. You just flip the pages and it smells nice. Smells really nice.
Yes, don't shot. Alright, so yes, we're going to talk comics.
Yes.
And first thing, some fresh comic news I just found out about today. And the guy at the comic book store, he's like, "Hey man," and told me, he's like, "Hey, they're gonna do more Lego, or they're gonna do Lego variants." I was like, "Lego variants? They already did that." I was like, "No, DC's gonna do Lego variants." I was like, "Oh, that's awesome." So, and then I looked up, confirmed it. November, the themed variants for the DC comic books. Gonna be some Lego variants, awesome.
That's so cool.
It is. It is. So you can look for those and get those on the on most of DC's more popular titles. They put those on. They don't put them on all their titles, but they do. This month they put the DC comic features something we talk about here on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're selfie variants.
Selfies.
Yeah, DC comic books. They've been doing it all month, and now we're gonna feature some of the covers on the show right here. And you wanna Vanna White them for me, please?
Yes.
Some of these selfies are we were talking about selfies yesterday on the show, and we were we got a bunch of different ones.
Talk about selfies
These
a lot.
these are ones that we want to talk about. This first one is something we kind of touched about is Superman 34, and this is Jimmy Olsen. I'm guessing by the watch, and he's taking a selfie, and a kind of risky selfie with something dangerous happening behind him. Right? How do you feel about that?
Not safe.
I mean, it's
but
you
know,
I think so. I mean,
I would take the chance to
got down in
Superman.
my collection, but also I can't say that I look forward to taking selfies. Like I'm looking forward to putting myself in dangerous situations to take selfies in front of, but
No, I don't try to do that on it.
You want to go on to this next one? I mean, it's kind of hard to want to go on to this next one from the content of it, not the nature of the variant itself. But what are you holding up on this one? What is this?
Justice League Dark. What is this? Justice League Dark number 34. It's Deadman posing with a 3 streetwalker.
A questionable street. I don't know. What is this? Is this a man who thinks he's a lady, or just something he did when he was drunk, or what do you think's going on with that guy?
No, at this point in my life, I don't know anymore. That could be the mayor. I just.
Are you going to be taking this selfie pose right here with? Are you going to go and find?
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty close to him. Is that how does that rate on your danger meter? Is that why?
It's more bizarre and dangerous at the same time. Like bizarre.
Let's move on to this next one. We got the Flash 34 variant. I like this one. He's kind of gloating in this one, taking this picture. He's racing the Superman, and he's ahead of him. And like you see Superman in there, you're like, ah, man, it's gonna be all over the internet.
Bragging rights.
Yes, bragging rights selfie. I like it. This is another comic book that I'm started reading. Picked up the first couple issues. Batman 66. This is number 14, and it's a cool variant. It's them sliding down the bat pole, but what I think is cool about it is the retro little phone that he's using. Yeah, the bat selfie phone. It's awesome, right?
Yeah.
I think they did a pretty good job on these comic books.
Yes.
What you got for us next?
This is Aquaman, number 34, and it's a shark about to eat someone, and he's taking a selfie. We talked about that. We did.
The funniest thing.
Danger.
Well, I mean, that's probably what my no, not my last selfie, because I believe, being higher on the food chain than a shark, then I would, not be a victim to a shark fatality.
Scare you?
Like, no, I'm higher on the. You can punch me in the shark in the face. Be prepared. You know you're going to be going against sharks. You have a selfie, an underwater camera selfie, so you're going to have yourself like something at least as big as its teeth, right? All right, this is the next selfie. It won't be my last selfie, but I will get that selfie. I'm going to find some shark and
challenge
and wrap my arm around its fin and
become all buddies with it.
See what all the selfies look like, because I'll try to take as many as just so you don't like it because there's a lot of them, and because you don't like it because it's like, oh man, that's so dangerous. Wear a helmet, man.
How would you wear a helmet underwater? The bubbles and the pressure. You wear a scuba suit with the big old school thing.
Yeah, you wear. yes, you wear like an 1800s with a tube that goes up to the top of the to the ship, and the chain where they gotta wheel you up with
exactly, but you were safe. You will be safe if you take a selfie.
It's gonna be an expensive selfie, but I mean,
safe with the
I will.
selfie.
I mean, I will prioritize and put that higher on the list of
safety or
things
selfie.
My to-do list.
Safety over selfies. Oh my gosh. Selfies over safety. Okay.
This one I was lucky to get. I didn't get this one today. I did get this one today, but this was a back issue. And those ones were just fresh off the shelf, came out today. This one, I was able to grab this off the back issues. Cool. I have on my comic shop. It's a Green Lantern number 34. And this one's got a buddy selfie, right? You know, wrapped it in around a buddy. It could also be a celebrity. Who's taking it? Hard to tell on some of these. Yeah, I mean, you know, buddies.
It looks like the alien dude is taking it, or they could be holding it together.
Yeah, it's cool.
Steady.
Great ideas for selfies, all these, right?
Yes.
And then next we got the Teen Titans issue number 2 with the the cram everyone into a selfie.
Cram everyone into a selfie. Dash, 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 dash.
Is that how would you explain this one? Is that how you would describe this?
Cram everyone into a selfie. Or see who can get the closest to the camera selfie, because it looks like they're all rushing to the camera and punching each other, like they're like smushing this guy down. That guy's got his whole fist up, like ah. So it looks like who can get their face closest. It's kind of like being in this photo booth thing. It's kind of hard to fit.
Beast puppy.
I went in there with like 4 people. It's kind of hard to get up, but all up in there.
Oh, the photo booth.
Yeah, the photo booth. So it's kind of like that. We did say that, you know, photo booths were the original selfie kind of thing, and then they merged onto cell phones.
We got a couple more. I mean, this next one, Batman's on DC Comics, and you got a Batman selfie with someone famous, probably. Like that's an idea for what you could do with a selfie. Batman, you know, over here being his famous self, I guess.
Yeah, Batman's pretty famous.
Yeah. I mean, if I saw Batman, I'd probably take a selfie with him, right?
Yeah, if I saw Batman, I'd take a selfie with him. Yeah.
And he'd be in the back of the cloud.
Walking home late at night, see Batman.
I got some of these other ones. Just I got some of these other ones to, you know, show for the segment. I do collect variant covers, but this is one show you about, you know, the photobomb selfie, seeing somebody else taking the selfie. I think Flash is in and out of there, and the Green Lantern guy doesn't even know what's going on. So you got photobombs. He's gonna see that later and be like, "What?"
If I had the Flash's superpowers, I would totally do that.
All the time? Like, that would be your hobby, is just like go around
all the time.
Photobomb every picture
Maybe
that you
after I just saved the day and then somebody's taking a selfie and be like, yeah, photobomb.
I would make other people's selfies more dangerous by by like
oh my god.
Maybe. Oh yeah, this is great. Yes, we got Harley Quinn causing some havoc.
So that's pretty.
See,
cool.
this
Just upside down.
Yeah, I mean that's probably her phone, right? Maybe
it's probably.
It might be that guy's phone right there. He was probably taking a. I mean, he could have been taking a selfie. She ran up with some bees and some roadkill. I don't know what kind of rodent that is. Is that a squirrel or a beaver? Or
that's super
is that a
cute.
tail?
Ah!
Yeah. So I mean, interesting selfie idea right there, right?
Yes.
Incriminating yourself, maybe.
Yeah. Proof that I did this, but catch me if
This is
you
one of the
can.
comics you own, right?
Yes, one of my favorites. This is my favorite.
And you got this comic why?
Because it's Wonder Woman, and I love Wonder Woman, and it's Wonder Woman with Superman, and he's got little kissing marks all over his face.
Yeah, this is Superman, Wonder Woman #1 with a selfie with your sweetie, I guess. Dating in the comments.
Yes. So, and they look like they're flying above the clouds or above an explosion. I don't know. I'll have to read it.
It's a great idea. I mean, for a selfie, if you
Learn to fly
have a
and then
special
take a
lady friend, you can take a picture with her. Right to the internet about it. Or
kissy faces.
we got a Batgirl #34. A lot of issue #34. This one's a selfie with your stash, I think. Is you can take a selfie with, some of your cool stuff, your comic books.
Yeah, look at that.
I mean, it might have started with a selfie of her driving, the artist knowing the trends, but then they're like, no, we can't promote that. Maybe that was too far for him. Like, this is actually illegal.
No selfies while driving.
Yeah, so they changed.
She just pulled into her garage and she has all of these cool Batman comic books on the ground.
That's a selfie I might take later with all the comic books I got from the comic book store today. A little selfie.
Yeah.
I like doing that when I get comic books back from CGC. Like, that's a pretty good moment when you open up with CGC box and get a bunch of high grades.
Yeah, you do get the high grades. 9.8, 9.6, 9.9.
One of the last ones we got here is Green Lantern Corpse, right? Green Lantern Corpse number 34. This one, the Kilowog doesn't look like he's happy with this selfie. I think maybe he's trying to. I don't know who's him. Because yeah, he's got 3 fingers. That's definitely Kilowog's hand. Yeah, well, Kilowog's not happy with this hand. Or maybe the artist was like, selfies, is that like paparazzo?
Paparazzo, oh my goodness.
I'm not sure. I'm confused. The last one, which was actually the first selfie that I saw, this first selfie comic book that I saw on the shelves. I was like, this is awesome. I didn't even know that they were running the selfie variants, but I saw this one, Detective Comics #34, which features Alfred wearing the cowl, posing in the Batcave. Yes, I like these ideas for selfies, and here on the show, you got come up with some more ideas and get them to you, so you can keep any way you can, and different poses, take pictures of yourself and
cosplay.
Yes, cosplay selfies. There you go.
Yeah.
Another one right there.
Cosplay selfies are awesome.
So yeah, as I said, we started going to the comic book store. You were like, "Oh, I'm gonna start reading comic books, huh?" Mm-hmm. Got you into buying some comic books. At first, you were knew Wonder Woman as a comic book. And
yeah.
like,
well, she's my favorite.
Yeah, so you bought some Wonder Woman issues, and have you started reading them? Are you interested in starting reading them? Is there a specific series that you're looking forward to getting more of and focusing on that series? Or
I do like the Amazon Girls. I do like that one, but I'm still trying to decide on. There's so many different ones, and then there's a Superman Wonder Woman one too. With the selfie variants, and I'm like, oh. And they got Superman in there too. They're fighting together, so I kind of like that aspect too of the partner, two people in it. So I might get that one in the Wonder Woman New 52.
When my brother was getting into Superman comic books, I told him about Superman Batman and the Superman Batman run that was first started. I think Jim Lee did some art in that, and then McGinnis took over, and I like because I like collecting comic books for the art. That's a pretty good series. So you like the standalone series? Haven't really got into one of the more longer issue series of Wonder Woman yet, and so that's you gotta start reading those and find out which one, because there's a lot of Wonder Woman series. I mean, she goes back to 40s, 60, way back in the
looking in
10
the back
cent issues. Yeah, so I mean, you got to pick where you got to start, and I'd like to hear it back from where you end up starting. Is there any other comic books you like have that have found that you might be getting into?
Well, I picked up this one today. Grayson and Elle, you guys met her in yesterday's episode. She informed me that those of you who don't know, Dick Grayson, was the first Robin, and then he becomes Nightwing, and now he's got his own comic book series called Just Grayson. And I read it, and it's pretty cool. He's the pretty confident, borderline cocky, suave, very smooth with the ladies, and danger and challenges. I don't need luck. I like it. I like his attitude, and it's got a little twist in it. So I'm hooked. So I'm gonna start reading this one now. Grayson, pretty cool.
Interesting pick, and I can't wait to see what other comics you start getting into and everything. When I started going back to comic books, I went back to comic books, started getting a new subscription. I subscribed to a couple comic books titles that I was sure that would be good, not even knowing what artists they were. So I just picked a couple out. One of them was The Flash. I picked up the newest issue of The Flash today. You saw the variant of it. And I'm looking forward to start reading that again. Also, the new X-Men titles I'm looking at. I got a subscription to all new X-Men, and I might look into the Amazing X-Men as well for the artists that are in there are look pretty good. I'm looking for a good Wolverine title, and I'm skeptical about the Fantastic Four title that they've got current issues, but I like seeing the selfie variants, and I'm excited about the other variants that are coming. I look at them for the art, and I do like the stories, reading comic books, and so that's kind of what I'm getting into in comic books.
That's a pretty cool Flash cover right there.
Yeah, Flash 52 was I started reading it at the New 52 started was when I still had a subscription, so I got maybe the first 11, 12 issues of a lot of the New 52 comic books, which are still going. I haven't researched what they're falling into now. I hear that they might be ending this series soon and starting something new, but I'm not 100% on that. Some of the news that we do know about comic books that I can confirm is that they announced in the new X-Men, all new X-Men comics number 32. Let's see, Miles Morales. He will be joining the X-Men, the all-new X-Men lineup on there. And that you would know him as by his alter ego. He's one of the Spider-Man.
Oh.
Yes, yeah. When I saw his subscription, Spider-Man had died. Ultimate Spider-Man had died, and he was the new Ultimate Comic Spider-Man. So I got some catching ups to do, but so that's where I left off.
That sounds very interesting.
Speaking of Spider-Man, there are different Spider-Man in the Marvel Universe right now. They got a new Spider-Man title that's going to be coming up called Edge of the Spider-Universe. That's going to feature Spider-Man Noir, which is a cool kind of like low-tech Spider-Man. I first encountered him he was playing the Spider-Man Dimensions video game, and he's a cool character. But you're also it's a miniseries that's going to be going into what the next Marvel big event is too. Yeah. So
Marvel. I love
you want to tell us some more upcoming news we got coming up? What have you heard about happening soon in comic books?
Thor #1 next week will be featuring female Thor.
Oh yeah, can't we get your hands on that one, huh?
Yeah. I don't know. When I first heard that the new Thor was gonna be female, I kind of had mixed feelings because you're used to it being a strong male god, like, and now it's gonna be a female warrior. But then it kind of reminds me of like a Xena warrior princess kind of thing, and the armor and everything. I don't know.
So, we'll see how that goes. We'll see next
reminds
week,
me of that. It just does.
That's some recent news, man. That's next week. We'll see what happens on that title. I'm sure we'll have it here on the show.
Mm-hmm.
For those people who like Wolverine comic books, you got Wolverine's impending death. So it says on the covers. It's coming up really soon, so you can read that and see what's going on in that. Well, that's why I aired for it. We'll see what happens.
That's why
But if you got any more news, anything you might want to bring up?
Arrow 2.5 to bridge the gap between the seasons.
Yes, it's an Arrow on CW.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so they got a comic book to help you, bridge the gap between those two seasons. The one that had played and the one that's coming up. That sounds amazing. I'll definitely need to do that.
More of the island, definitely. I love it when they did the flashbacks to the island. Crazy. I don't want to go there.
More Malcolm Merlin is what I want to see.
Malcolm Merlin.
And 3. That was, yeah.
When he finally showed up.
I'm excited about this. I mean, that's October is when those two Flash and Arrow coming back. I'm excited about it. Oh, that's a lot about comic books. I love talking about comic books, but we got the rest of the show we got to talk about. The rest of the show and
hashtag tech battle
is something that we're gonna do later, and at the end of the show.
At the end of the show.
But first, let's talk about I want to get into a discussion with you. I hope I don't have enough time. Let's talk about you like outer space.
Yes.
I like outer space because it's got a bunch of shiny lights, even though it's dumping 100 tons? Yeah, 100 tons of stuff on Earth every day, meteorites and stuff, and debris. Earth's
not just
great,
rain falling from the sky.
But you talk about space, and I talk about time, and we argue about that, don't we?
Yes, we do. He doesn't believe in time.
Because there are a lot of theories out there, but today we're going to talk about time and space being a theory, because you can't prove that time or space really exist, in my opinion. I mean, philosophically speaking, and scientifically speaking, all they can say is, oh yeah, they exist. No, actually, I think mathematically speaking, scientifically speaking,
you're speaking so
you
many
can't. One of the philosophies is that they are the same thing. And what is your thoughts on that? Do you believe that?
That space and time are the same thing, yes.
You believe that they're the same thing, and how do you try to define that? What's your backing up on that? What makes you believe that?
What's my backing up on that? Okay, well you got movies like the new movie Interstellar with Matthew McConaughey in it, and he says you can't understand him. But anyway, that movie with the wormhole and everything, and you got all these movies, and it makes you.
Oh, the upcoming one. It looks like they're addressing the issue of going through space and going through time.
And then black holes. You got black holes.
Black holes. Yeah, I mean, a lot of those things I think discredit space as being a thing, to where my philosophy is that there's only time. The space is fabricated from your own mental images.
Or what if time is fabricated from your own mental? What if there was no beginning?
Was no beginning?
Can't be proven.
I like it. There's so many questions you could ask about time and space, and still there are not even answers for them, because It's so much of a mystery. One of the things that we try to explain when we're trying to convince people on the issue of time and space is that the expansion of the universe. You know, you're familiar with the Big Bang.
Yes.
And then from there, the Earth, the
Everything.
universe is expanding, and people say that the further away, what I've heard people say is the further that you get away from the center is actual time itself, and like the speed that that everything is traveling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm missing a few specifics to try to be able to convince that arguably, but yeah. So they say that it's relative to like the beginning was the bang.
Big Bang.
Or, I mean, do you think there was before the bang? Do you?
I don't know. I'm still researching.
Yeah, because
I don't have an absolute answer yet. It is, you know.
That brings together a really good point, a really good question of whether or not you believe in there was time before the bang or whether time started at the bang, because of the legitimacy of what an infinite is. And was time, to prove time, would time have been all time or beginning of time there, or was time infinite for all time?
I think time is infinite for all time.
And I mean, and then there are theories that disprove that they're being able to be an infinite. Because no, I just read that. Because I mean, there can be an infinite.
There can't be.
The I mean, for one. There's one reason why I'm forgetting, but for one reason, mathematically, you can't add numbers to get an infinite, because there's always going to be numbers. There's not going to be, oh, there's this number, and then after that, it just keeps on looping around.
Right.
So I mean, then that there's no top to it, so you can't get to an infinite by taking things away either, and then all of a sudden, it's got all of the quantity that you're trying to signify by infinite. I think I might have verbally expressed my point and got it out there.
But also, you gotta keep in mind that we are still just human. There are still a lot of things that we can't grasp and understand. For a long period of time, we thought the Earth was flat.
Exactly, and that's a very good point. That with progress as we keep on discovering more things. But I mean, you gotta wonder if they're both manifestations of your thought. Or like you created time by saying, okay, this isn't happening now. Now is a definition is a quantity of time, not being later. So that's you're just making up things to explain stuff. So it's just socially time.
Time is a social. Huh.
Yeah. And then same thing with space. If it's different, then you're just like, oh, it's that much. It's actually scientifically not really anything there. Because molecules are, I mean, the smallest traces of matter and everything is actually not a solid or a tangible object. It's the trail of
everything's moving.
The energy, the trail of the energy. That's what everything's made up of. So it's not really there. I mean, it's hard to wrap your arm around. There's a lot that isn't able about the space subject. You can get people to tweet us at Geek Show tweets. Thoughts on space and time. Thoughts are there,
Tweet us your thoughts and your debates if you agree with what we say or halfway.
Just know, I mean, you're not proven right, whatever you say. I mean, just tell us, just maybe we can talk about other different philosophies and try to explain them more. Now, this last thing.
Last segment is Tech Battle.
We didn't get this. We didn't get the tally on who won the other one. So let's see who wins this. I want to get this personal. I have the Google phone, an LG G2 is what I use for a phone in my pocket. What do you got in your pocket?
I have the iPhone 5.
Yeah?
Yes.
And for hashtag Tech Battle, we're just going to like compare these phones and see which one, is better. So,
all right, well, mine...
This is a lot smaller than mine.
Yes, so it's more compact to fit into your back pocket, your front pocket if you had some.
Well, I mean, that's the iPhone 5. They got the iPhone 6 coming out. It says it's got a little bit more bigger screen, but it's still not going to convince me to get away from the G1 with its Android server.
Why do you like that phone so much?
Well, one, I dropped my phone once. It doesn't have a crack in it. You dropped your phone once, and it's broken. It's glass shattered.
I don't have a screen protector on it.
They're also talking about changing the. They're trying to copy this one with the iPhone 6, I believe, and trying to bevel the edges and make it bigger and trying to steal some.
All right.
I still think the next phone I would buy would be the next G phone, the G3.
But when you go to iPhones, have emojis. Androids do not. And when you're texting somebody, it's so much more fun to text with emojis.
I think these have emojis, but those can't you not text them people without that service? So I can text my emojis too.
No, I actually do text some people with the Androids because they get like some special thing.
All right, so we need to text battle and see who gets the emojis. Another thing that is great about this phone is one of the big selling points is the phone up the button on the back to where you can take the selfies just like that. But
I can take selfies like this.
I win again! We are out of time and stealing yours. We're not going to waste any more time unless you want to watch us tomorrow. We will be here. We'll be here at 8 o'clock. We will be talking about more topics. We're going to be reviewing some concerts and events.
Sure.
I'm going to have another correspondent up here, and he's going to talk about some video games with me. He knows more about video games than I am, so hopefully we can talk about that. And got some other fun stuff that's going to happen too, so watch us then. Until then, tweet us, Geek Show Tweets.